Hi, I'm going to be talking about the typical process that tenants use for booking viewings. Now, these are your potential tenants here. What they tend to do, as research shows, is they look online. They're using the portals such as Rightmove and Zoopla, and they're doing it in their own spare time. So they don't do it at work, they'll do it when they get home on an evening or a weekend. And typically 90% of inquiries come in via these channels. And that's a very, very large number. Because why? Because the pictures are online, they've got the description, they can see exactly where the property is. So it's very, very useful to do, which is great. Now, the problem is when you have somebody looking online, say on the weekend or in the evening, that's when the letting agents close. So how do people then proceed to book? Well, there are two ways. One, they can decide to telephone, perhaps on the next day. Or two, and this is what happens for the most part, they complete an online form. So that's a form which gives them their name, their phone number, their email address, and then the letting agent has to contact them back. Now, the problem with the phone line is because the letting agents are closed, lots of tenant inquiries can be lost, and your conversion rates for people going to viewings can drop. What we do to address this problem is we have a 24-hour telephone line which enables tenants to call whatever time of the day it is or weekend, and we then enable them to book a viewing there and then. So it means that our conversion rates via telephone are extremely high. Now, what we realise is the vast majority of people, for whatever reason, prefer to submit an online inquiry. Now this then leads to a problem. The more people do this, but then you have to call them back. Now, the problems arise here in terms of people provide incorrect telephone numbers, you can't get hold of people, or by the time you get hold of people, they've looked somewhere else, at other properties, or booked with another agent, and therefore the inquiry is lost. Now, when we look at our figures and our stats on this, it's quite startling. The number of people that are lost effectively at this stage, bear in mind this is the vast majority of inquiries that get thrown away, is typically 90% of people that come in via this channel we have to call back don't then proceed to a viewing. So if you've got a funnel which is based upon tenants looking online, using the portals and coming in, but under this procedure here you have so many falling through the floor, you have a problem. Now, how do we address that problem? Well, as far as I'm aware, there are no other agents in the country that do this, but what we've created is a system that enables tenants who are online, on Rightmove or on our website, to book there and then online, and we have at least 3 viewing slots available at any one time. So that means people can book in the evening, they can book during the day, or at a weekend to suit them, or indeed they can even request their own specific time. Now, what this then means is more tenants that come through our funnel can book themselves, and we now find that half the people that come to our viewings, which were previously all dropping out of our net, are now booking viewings, and therefore we're capturing them rather than going to another property or another agent. So why is that good for us? Well, it's good for us because we have a funnel here which requires 50 tenants to inquire before we choose the golden one who we're going to have as our applicant. Now the reason we're so demanding is we want tenants that, one, have excellent credit ratings, 2, we require home lending guarantors, and 3, we actually visit tenants in their own houses and check that they're living properly, it's all neat and tidy, the pets, if they have pets, are responsible, etc. So it means that all these things that we require in terms of our filter means we need to cherry pick the best ones, and we have a very, very rigorous procedure to do that. That means, of course, that all the other tenants for which landlords and agents are not doing these tests, well, obviously they can go off elsewhere we don't want them. So that's how the process works, and I'm going to show you into an online demonstration of that in practice by using a Rightmove example.